tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa.
Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa.
Okay, we will start. Yesterday we finished the definition of anatta. Today we will explain the definitions or synonyms of anicca. There are 10 choices of anicca. So anicca is impermanence. We need to discern materialities, mentalities. Also we may say we need to discern our life as a nature, as a impermanence. So there are two definitions. One definition is those mentalities, materialities cannot overcome the ending point. So everything in the world, there is ending point. For example, we was born, finally we will die. So everything's like that. Anything in the world cannot go beyond the ending point. Everything has ending point. So by seeing ending points, we can contemplate lives as a impermanence. So we may see our lives, so surely we have an ending point. So the people before us also, we can see ending point. So some people we may not see beginning point, but we can see ending point. So by seeing that, we should note, we should contemplate nature, impermanence. So if we learn about the world, so even in Buddha, for example, now no more like that. So in the same way, powerful kings or beautiful cities, some cities are no more, like Savatthi or in the Buddha time, now all are finished. It is the nature of the world. Whatever we have, so there is an ending point. By seeing that, we should contemplate a nature, impermanence. It is a right view. So if we practice meditation deeply, we may see small particles, those are arising and perishing very quickly. You try to focus ending point, especially perishing. After that, you can contemplate as a nature. It is something deep situation, sharp situation. So only idea is the same. Deeply seeing, shortly focusing, ability to focus any small parts, or if knowledge is not sharp, we have to see a little bit wider ways. For example, now we are listening in Dhamma. After a few hours, surely we're finished. What about happening in mind, happy or not happy? Everything we're finished. That is we can see with the normal eyes, with the normal knowledge. Anyway, as long as you think impermanence, it is a right view. Only may have differences, shallow and deep, brief and sharp. So, next definition is adi anda vanda daya. There is a beginning point, there is an ending point. So seeing in two ways. Something we can see beginning point. That means before that, there is no. Just now appear. So it means before that not having. Also we can see ending point. For example, our life. Someone may was born. Before not have, now have. It means before not have. So it is also impermanence. So by seeing ending point, by seeing beginning point, we can contemplate nature. It is impermanence. So next one is baloka. Baloka is disintegrating, being damaged, being destroyed. So being damaged means because of aging, because of sickness, because of death. So we may see our body, so occasionally sickness coming out, older, weaker and weaker, later will die. It is damaging. So dying is at the end, but anytime we are going to sick, going to aging, going to die. So it is damaging. So whenever we contemplate as a being destroyed, it is a right view, based on right things. Whenever we think knowledge are arising, so that may lead to that kind of knowledge is called anulomika khanti. Anulomika khanti is acceptance, satisfaction. Anulomika means which is proper to reach Mecca. So to reach Mecca, to go to Mecca, so we should have such kind of knowledge, acceptance knowledge. So in the beginning, we don't accept this body is okay, like that. But if you contemplate, if you trying to understand, to learn, listen, and contemplate, later acceptance knowledge will arise. So if the mega path knowledge arise within us, it will see Nibbana. So to get such a kind of knowledge by attaching body, it is not possible. If you understand about this life, this body as a suffering, if you think, so that knowledge is proper to reach to path knowledge. So by practicing in this way, so the knowledge, path knowledge will arise. At that time, we'll see Nibbana. Nibbana is not paloka, na or apaloka. Apaloka means not destroyed. Nibbana is different from lives. It is not destroyed. So next one, Sayadaw. Sayadaw is fickle, shaking, unstable. So it is the meaning of chala. So anything in the world, especially our life or this body, is shakeable, always shaking, cannot be stable. Everybody, people in the past, they may try to be stable, but cannot success. In the same way, people in the present time, people in the future, no one will success if they try to be stable.
Yeah.
It is shaking, unstable. Problem is we think, not shaking. It is stable. So our thinking is different, not on the right view. So we need to establish right view. It is shaking, it is unstable. So how to shake? Because of Vyadi Jara Maranehi. Vyadi Jara Maranehi is because of sickness, because of aging, because of death. So it is shaking. We try to be stable from young, we learn education. Rather we trying to earn money, establish a family, but still have a nature, aging, old age, and death. So after we sick, what is useful in life? If die, we need to relinquish all. So actually, all lives are always shaking. If it is shaking, we should note it is a jala, shaking, unstable. So next definition is laba laba dehi cha loka dhammehi. So because of loka dhamma usually translate worldly dhammas, worldly conditions, worldly conditions, loka dhamma. So laba laba etc. means gain and lose. In our life, sometimes we have gains, we are happy, but sometimes we lose, we are sad. So it is not stable, it is shakeable. So another one is yasa ayasa. Many followers alone. Sometimes we have many followers, have to stay with the groups. Sometimes we are alone, very lonely. So maybe many followers, we may be happy. When we are alone, we are sad. So whoever stay in the world, not so much, they will encounter these worldly conditions. Those worldly conditions shake our lives. So our lives are not stable. So next one is Nainda Basana. Nainda is being blamed. Basana is being praised. Someone may blame about us. Someone may praise. If someone praise, we are happy. But when someone blame, we are sad. Normally like that. So the life is very shaking, shakeable. Only we should dependent on right view. If so, all the life is shakeable, your view is stable. Next one is sukha and dukkha. Sometimes we are happy, sometimes we are suffering. Whoever stay in the world will encounter this kind of dhamma, only less or much different. Normally, our lives at that time shaking. So these are 8 worldly conditions usually mentioned and in the Sutta like loka dhamma, worldly conditions. So whoever stay in the world will encounter these conditions.
Jadi itu tadi adalah 8 fenomena ya duniawi. Siapapun yang hidup di dunia ini akan mengalami itu, dan ini banyak juga disebut di sutta-sutta.
So sometimes problems are very big. We cannot solve. Even in Bodhisattva is normally a lot of good karma he has. Effort also very strong. Knowledge also very sharp. Even like a Bodhisattva, sometimes problems are bigger than beyond his knowledge, beyond his effort. So he cannot solve problems. At that time, usually he reflect, worldly conditions. Whoever stay in the world may encounter these things. By reflecting, trying to stable, trying to make the mind to be stable. So if we reflect, chala, shaking, unstable, like that, knowledge will arise. That knowledge is proper to Magga, which can see Nibbana, which is stable. Nibbana is stable. So Magga, so in the Bodhisattva Magga, use Sampata Niyama. Sammata Niyama. Sammata is Samma-atta. So like a superior nature. The Magga is a superior. So superior nature. Niyama is like a firm. Firm means once arise, Magga arise. It is unchangeable, not destroyable, always exist. Once you got a Magga, as a result, Phala will come. With the Phala mind, you can see Nibbana all the time, which is not shakeable. So, by seeing lives as a changeable things, we should go to Nibbana, which is not shakeable. So we will move the next one. Bhavangudo. Bhavangudo is as a perishable, as a fragile. So our body is very fragile, very perishable. So although people think very strong, very proud with the body, surely it is very fragile. So in the teaching, sometimes they say like eggs. Eggs are easy to break. So, but say that eggs are a little bit stronger than us because a mosquito cannot bite. So. Our body is even a mosquito, we need to afraid. So it is a very fragile. So in the Dhammagārava also, the Buddha said, Gombupaman Gaya Mima. This body is similar to pots, earthen pots, made of earth, because easy to earth pots. So easy to break. So, we have to sit in a car. If we have a car accident, easy to harm. The weather also cannot be too hot, cannot be too cold. The food we eat make sure to be good. So we have to have many considerations. We have to take care of this body very much because the body is very fragile. So here, definitions. One thing is this body is can be destroyed by own effort. Sometimes we make wrong things for the body, and so if so we have problems. Some people do suicide, So by own effort also can destroy. So sometimes we stay alone. If other people hit us, we can die. So our life is not so safe. If once someone want to hit you, you will be harmed. So because of this, because of others' efforts, even mosquito can make you bigger problems. So even small virus, sometimes virus. We cannot see with our eye, have to see microscope. And so we need to be afraid, even those small beings. So another definition is, although by oneself, by others, they don't make effort to harm us. If so, keep ourselves. It is also can destroy itself. Although nobody harm, the body itself can die, can destroy. So naturally also it is a fragile. So by thinking in that, we should contemplate, we should note Babengu, perishing, fragile. If so, knowledge arising within us. Next one is Adduvato. Unenduring, not firm, unstable. So it is Adduva. So there are two definitions. One thing is any time we can die, we can pass away. So no one sure we will be long life for 40 like that. Cannot say even 1 year, even 1 month, the child can die like that. In any stage, we are possible to die. Because of this, it is unenduring, not firm, unstable. So another thing is there is nothing which is stable in the body. So body, even in bones, flesh, sinews, there is no stable things, even in small part. Any part we can have a disease, any part we can have problems. Like a bone is the strongest things, but even in that can have a different kind of disease. So even small parts we don't have as a essence, as a stable things. Because of this, this is not firm. Even in feeling, sometimes happy, sometimes happy we want to maintain all the time, but it is not possible. Sometimes sad, sometimes neutral. In the same way, perceptions, formations, consciousness, nothing stable, nothing firm. So by reflecting in that, we should note Adduva. The body is not firm, not stable. So we should move to the next one. Viparinama Dhamma. Subject to change and transience. This body or everything in the world are subject to change, transience. So definitions are two ways. Changing way is two ways. One thing is by aging, about our life from young, so going to aging. So changing not from bad to be good, actually, changing older and older. So that is one changing. Another changing is death, going to die. So two ways, changing ways are two ways, by aging and by death. So even in this flower, we see. So now our knowledge is not sharp, not yet established concentration, let's say. But we can use knowledge. After a few days, this one will be with that, will be die. So no, it is suddenly. So from minute to minutes, it is changing, older and older, later will die. So if we see long period, use knowledge. Long period we can see obviously, but that long period not suddenly come in this time. From this time to that time, slowly aging. So by using those knowledge, we can note it is transience. So we may have a calendar, calendar. Yeah, we release one after another, day by day. So actually, those are our lives. Once you release one paper, you have a shorter life. One day you are shorter, and the body is older. So today to tomorrow may not be so obvious. If those papers are quite many, you see back at your photos, aging and near to die. So if we reflect, it will go to the knowledge will lead to Nibbana, which is not transience. If we reflect in this way, knowledge is arising. That knowledge may lead to Nibbana, which is not transience. We should go next one. Asaraka. As a asaraka, as a causeless, as a no essence. So sara means essence or core. Asara is a causeless or no essence. So the idea is like that. Sara means in a tree. So have barks, soft wood. In the middle have hard wood. Hard wood is usually harder, can stay longer time. It is very useful for the timbers, for the housing. It is a sara. So in our body, no have such kind of essence, no have such kind of core. That means a coreless or no essence. So there are two definitions. Why have to say asara, coreless? Because of very weak. So our body is very weak. Even it itself can destroy, can burst away. Actually, we care a lot. Although we care a lot, although we try to avoid disturbance, but it itself is possible to die because of very weak. Next definition is Bhikkhuviya, Sukha Benjaniyataya. Bhikkhuviya means just as soft wood. In a tree, soft wood are normally not useful, very easy to spoil. So this body is very easy to spoil. So like a soft wood. Because of this, it is no core, it is no essence. So these ways are beneficial ways to see the lives. So normally life is not stable. We love very much. We attach to that. But finally, the body will show own nature. Normally, at that time, we cry. So because of this, we try to understand about the body, trying to have a knowledge which can understand about the life. So to improve our knowledge, need to see lives in this way. So we should go next one. Vibhavato. So Vibhavato is extinguishable nature of loss. Nature of loss. So there are two definitions. One thing is Vigata Bhavataya. Vigata Bhava. Vigata is lack of or void. Bhava is increasing. So lack of increasing. So to increase something, we need to add another one. Trying to stay by one thing, add like that. If so, we increase. But our lives are not like that. All materiality, mentalities are rise after that perish. Rise, perish. So you cannot increase because whatever you put have a nature to spoil. Because of this lack of increasing. So sometimes we see some husband, wife, or couples. In the beginning, the two persons stay together, So cook rice, small pots, because only two persons. So later they got children, the family increased. So after that, children are married, they stay their self. Only husband and wife are left. The old pot have to use again for the cooking.
Jadi contohnya misalnya
new feeling or old feeling will arise. So no more increasing, go to original. So later, husband or wife may die. You alone. Later you may die. So we establish many things: education, economy, family. Finally, we lose all. So because of this, this body or this life, nature of lose. So next definition is vibhava sambuddhaya. Vibhava is the name of craving. So the name of craving. So vibhava also like damaging, which has a damaging nature, because a craving, vibhava is a craving. Also vibhava is a wrong view. So sambuddha is caused by vibhava, caused by craving, caused by wrong view. So this body is caused by wrong view, caused by craving. So wrong view and craving itself named vibhava. Vibhava means damaging, which has losing nature, damaging nature. So the cause of this body, or may say the father of this body itself, have a losing nature, because of craving also arising and perishing, wrong view also arising and perishing. So this body is because of wrong view we hold, because of craving we got this body. So even the father of this body has a nature of losing. This body is a son of craving, son of wrong view. Surely we have the nature of losing.
Because of craving and wrong view?
We have this body. For example, because we don't know as a materiality, mentality, cause and effect, we have a wrong view. Not like Arahanta. Because of not knowing as a suffering, as a these things, we attach this body. So whoever have a wrong view and attachment, so were reborn lives. So means the cause of this body also has a losing nature, the nature of lose. This body surely will have the nature of lose. So we should consider about the lives. Maybe our appearance is good, economy is good, although good or bad, everything's finally we will lose everything. So in life you may encounter some kind of lose. It is just nature, Actually can be more than that. So if you have this kind of knowledge, although the life is not stable, view is stable, the mind is quite stable. Okay, next one is Marana Dhamma. So Marana Dhamma is the nature of death or mortal. So this body is mortal. This body has the nature of death. It is the way to see about the lives. So in the Dhammagārava-Sālā, the Buddha said, Parijjana midang rupa. This rupa is parijjana, like aging. Even small one, because of having nature, the nature of aging, have to say this body is aging. So Roga Nila is always having disease. So the place of disease means if someone have a disease, cannot stand a long time, cannot sit long time. Any posture cannot do long times. In the same way, although we consider now healthy, only we may be able to sit 2 or 3 hours. After that, we are not comfortable anymore. Yeah. So, because of this, like the place of disease, always having disease. So, also the body is foul. Foul is not good. Foul means like a wound, so producing bad things. So our body, even child or baby, from the eye hole, ear hole, nose hole, anything foul things are come out. Dirty things are come out. Foul. F-O-U-L.
F-O-U-L. Fall. Oh, fall.
We may say foul. F-O-U-L.
Foul.
Asubha lah. Asubha.
Asubha. Oh, asubha. Asubha.
Foulness. Foulness.
Kejijian ya, asubha.
Asubha.
Foulness. Some kind like particular sunny.
Yeah, particular. Disgusting things.
Yeah, disgusting. Yeah.
Okay. So, our lives will end at the death. So, although we think very great ourselves, but finally we end up with the death. So, by seeing in those situations, we need to contemplate, have the nature of death, the nature of death. Whenever we think knowledge is arising, it is a right view, it is a right thought. So next one is Sankhadato, or actually Sankhadato.
Sankhadato.
Sankhadato. Sankhadato means formed, created by cause. So our body is created by something. We are not creator. Creator is quite comfortable. Creator is permanent. We are created by causes. It is very dangerous because I have to depend on the causes. We cannot manage ourselves. So we have to depend on food. We have to depend on the weather. We have to depend on the mind. Once the mind not happy, it will harm our body. In the same way, we have to depend on our karma. Or although now conditions are good, you have to listen Dhamma. Trying to be good. Cannot stay easily, comfortably. Because we have to find good conditions. Because our body is dependent on good conditions. So created by causes. It is not comfortable situation. So not only this body, everything in the world, so have to dependent on causes. Always we have to find a proper cause. Sometimes we cannot do. If so, it will spoil. So anything in the world are created ones, dependent on causes. If we reflect, lives are created, if so knowledge arises. That knowledge will lead to Nibbana, which is asankadadadu, uncreated element. Nibbana is uncreated element. So, some knowledge. So about the knowledge, we use Nulomika Kanti. So Nulomika Kanti means Kanti is acceptance. Normally, you hear Buddhist, quite easy to accept because you have heard many times. Also, you may contemplate. Sometimes, to say some people those things, they may not be ready to accept. So, But it is a reality. Very obviously, it is a reality. But some people, if never heard such a kind of Dhamma, not ready to accept. So, in the Patisambhida Magga commentary or sub-commentary, I don't know one. So they divide three things. So one is tender, one is middle, one is mature. So from the Sammasana Jnana until Udayabhaya Jnana is tender anulomika khandi knowledge. So from the Bhinga Jnana is flourishing, to Sankharupeka is Majjhima, middle anulomika khandi. So anuloma jnana, among vipassana jnana, before Magga, is that is a mature anulomika khandi. So to go to Nibbana, we need to see lives or worldly conditions as a suffering. If we have enough seeing as a suffering, our mind can release worldly things. The mind able to go to Nibbana. So normally, our mind is very attached to worldly things, very attached to lives, cannot go beyond those things. So by reflecting systematically in this way, the more we know about the lives as a suffering, the more possible to go to Nibbana. So in the Buddha's teaching about the Anulomika Jnana or Sankharupeka Jnana, like near to the Magga, mentioned like that. So in the past, like boatmen who want to go to the sea, so usually they bring a kind of bird, yeah. So they go to the sea. When they want to approach beach, they're trying to release bird, because of that bird don't want to stay with the people, so trying to search the beach, go here and there. As long as it cannot see, she cannot see beach, no choice. Although don't want to stay with the people, no choice, have to come back to the boat. Once the bird see to the beach, so the bird will go directly, straightly to the beach. If so, people follow there. So in the same way, Vipassana practitioner, so he may do discerning materiality, mentality, cause and effect, arising and perishing, and they will contemplate those nature, dukkha, anatta, like that. So at that time, whatever he see, even own body or others' body or anything in the world, all are arising and perishing. The mind is not happy, may have a disenchantment. But if not yet release, no choice, have to stay in those worldly things, cannot go beyond. But if it has enough discerning as a suffering, as a impermanence, etc., so the mind automatically may go to the beach or farther shore directly. So it is a situation. Means, so to go to Nibbana is, the Buddha also say, not to search directly Nibbana. You should see this side as a impermanence, as a suffering, as a non-self. So because of this, the Buddha say, so to find out, I proclaim, I lay down the rule. So to know the world, to know the origin of the world, cessation of the world, the way to go to the inner world, only trying to find in this body, not to search beyond this body. But not mean the inner world is not in the body. Nibbana is not internal Dhamma, external Dhamma. But that sutta means to go to Nibbana, not to search Nibbana, trying to see life as a suffering. If it is enough, the mind will go to Nibbana. Okay, these are not only these views are right views. Whenever right view arises, as in the nature of right view, so the mind will be more stable, more calm. So it is the cause of liberation. Normally we attach this body very much. The more we attach, the more problem will come. So if we attach less, less problem will come. So yes, this knowing deeply is we surely need to go to Nibbana. Anyway, even a little view with shallow knowledge, it is also useful for the lives. Okay, now we finished nature 10 nature. So I want to do a break. So will you do question answer, or do I need to continue to teach about the dukkha? So
jadi Bante selesai dengan anicca. 10 poin to ini kan termasuk anicca ya. Jadi Bante bertanya apa mungkin diteruskan atau question answer? I think question answer ya. Sudah 10. Sudah.
I have one question, Bante.
Okay.
Yesterday I heard about the characteristics of anatta. No self.
No self.
No selves. No self. No. When we die, when someone die, then everything also cease inside him. How about in a case of organ transplantation? When someone get a transplantation from some other people, for example, heart transplant. I read some cases where people, when he got a heart transplant, his behavior or his mind, his thinking also changed according to the donor's deed. In that case, some people get, for example, this receiver actually is a good person. Once he got a heart transplant from other person, a stranger, he changed his characteristic, his behavior, his also changed according to the donors. For example, he never smoked and he become smoker. He never drink. He became a drunk. In that case, does it change also his good deeds? Does it his karma got mixed with this donor's karma? It looks like that the donors get a good deeds. He made already a good deed by donating his heart. He get a meritorious deed. But how about the receiver? Because he has to get this changed behavior.
So about that, the heart is it is a very big part, or main part of the body. So
I'm asking this because you, in the Buddhists, we were taught that no selves, and when someone dies, everything dies with him. How about this heart? When
so no self. About that, no self. Because first of all, you should understand the self. Self is owner or like that. So owner, like a manager, like that. So so it is may not be connected. May not be connected with your question changing. Although changing, so means he cannot. Self means owner of this body, can manage everything, because even in his heart to be good, cannot manage. So changed by others. So there is not so much relationship about the self and this transportation, transplant. Not much. For me, in my mind, no connection. Self. There is a kind of body part is changing. So he cannot. Self means he can do everything. No need to dependent on other things. We ourselves. Means self means owner. Owner means about this cup. I own this cup. So nobody can touch. Nobody can touch. I can do whatever I want. So for this body, even in mind or body, for example, I want to be healthy. That is my wish, owner's wish. But if I cannot find good food, good weather, cannot be healthy. That means this body connected to weather, connected to food, connected to food. So if so, cannot say I'm owner of this body. Because owner of this cup is you cannot touch anyone. According to my desire must be. So no follow my desire, So that is a non-self. Non-self. So your question, some of them may have interesting things, but not related to. I don't know the connection, non-self and this transplants. Only I may say that it is two person. One person need to die. So because of this, those jobs. For us, someone dying, someone alive. That is like not proper doing. Not proper doing. Another thing is some information you said I hear, but me myself about those information I don't learn very well. So one thing is we think not proper doing. One thing is not enough information to explain about that. Another thing is, although I know, I don't want to spot with the informations, with our informations. Why? Because of not I don't want to say totally purely, like seem to be no proper things. So I'm not yet sure those jobs we should do or not. So because I'm not sure, I want to support with some informations to them. Because you may be able to do something, but for the Buddhist, not just although we have ability to do. So we need to consider what benefit, what is the laws or rules to do. For example, Buddhist rule is cannot kill. Cannot kill. Killing need to avoid. So it is a killing or not, for example. Maybe some have may benefit the other side, But one of our rule is should not do killing. So this job is like something killing, because you move from there. You maybe 2% life originally, correct? Recently, death is death. The meaning of death is definitions may not be the same. Doctor may say die, but we may not say die like that. So because of this, one person seem to be. We are not yet sure because we don't learn which situation, which time they take out. So because of this, although something is skillful, maybe something they are trying to help the others. But one of the law is we cannot kill someone. If doing that, we a bit difficult to, a bit hesitate to give our informations. They may use wrongly. If so, it may not be beneficial. May not be beneficial. Okay. But I don't want to say their thing is bad, but only to give something is, I am a bit hesitate. Consider that. Okay.
So, in short, you mean that this is not related to Buddhism? I mean, what we taught here.
No connection to non-self, but still have a connection, like why they change their mind, like a donor or receiver seem to be mixed. You say like that. Yeah, about that. As a Viduma view, we need to be clear. Not this topic. Only I don't want to say very clearly to you, because I'm thinking they may use, because originally something they do is we consider a bit breaking in laws. Not purely good. So our information, sometimes they may use. They may sometimes skills to give someone not following the law, not holding right view. For example, some people they don't have a good or bad. Any skill, if they think beneficial for them, they will use. They will use. So, if so, to give a skill to give a skill to someone which don't know good or bad is a bit dangerous. So I don't want to give. Something I may say about the death, because it is important, even in Buddhist, because not to kill. So for the human body, so heart is a very important part. So that the other body part may die fast. The heart is the center of the place of mind. It will last until the last stage. Maybe brain dying fast, heart is will be final. So beginning point of life also, we start from the heart place, small beings, consciousness is there, heart place is there. Only head is after like 4 or 5 weeks later appear like here one knot, here one knot, like head. So head is beginning point also very late. Consciousness are already. So ending point also heart will be the last point, the most possibility. Because of this, if a heart is alive, the person is still alive. Still alive, although brain die or like that, not yet die.
In that case, the donor's life is still living in the receiver's heart.
Heart is last. How they do, I don't know. For example, in the body, heart is it is the last survival. For example, sometimes our blood cannot go until leg. Maybe leg may die fast, but still body part are alive. The life may not reach to the brain, but heart is possible to be alive. So it is, I say, because of Buddhists need to avoid killing, need to know living being or not living being. Okay.
Ada pertanyaan lain?
Wandami Bante. Just now, Bante said that Nibbana is asangkata Dhamma. Nibbana is asangkata Dhamma. It means that created by not created by causes. But when we doing good deeds and then we make aspiration or sharing marriage, we also we say that may this marriage be a condition to attain Nibbana. So what's the difference of that?
So our merit is not the cause of Nibbana. Only our merit is the cause of to see Nibbana. If we say specifically to support knowledge, means you do good deeds, but you don't wish lives. So good deeds normally will work to reborn a human deva, the being's quality. Because if we do evil deeds, so may reborn awful state, so very low quality being. So we need to know, to practice Dhamma, to know Nibbana. We need to be human with the quality. We need to be Deva or Brahmas. So good deed will produce human or Deva or Brahmas. But if sometimes we do good deeds to enjoy life. So if to enjoy life, we will reborn a human, although quality is good, although rich, may not interest to practice Dhamma. We're trying to enjoy. Like some people, healthy, knowledgeable, no need to worry about the money, but we're not learn Dhamma. So why we make this wish is want to reborn, want to have qualities, but by using that life as a good condition, trying to learn Dhamma, trying to go to Nibbana. So only this aim. Nibbana sabachyo means I want to get Nibbana means not greedy, means we see lives as a suffering, as a impermanence. As a impermanence. Because our lives are suffering, we wish Nibbana. Actually, means I want to be free from lives. But do dana, do sila is not go to directly to Nibbana, not like vipassana. Only the cause of human and Deva. So quality of life only donation can produce. So based on quality of life, we will practice vipassana. We were interested we will be interested in Dhamma, use good quality life to practice Dhamma to reach to Nibbana. That means Nibbana is not have a condition staying itself, but we cannot see. We cannot see that. Knowledge cannot reach. But if our knowledge is mature, mature means seeing life as a suffering enough. If so, knowledge can reach there. That means only support knowledge to see Nibbana, not the cause of Nibbana. Mm.
So this means that it's support us to reach the Mahayana and Phalana.
Yeah. It's good quality life and to reach Mega Phalana.
Ya, biar Dokter Aling yang menerjemahkan.
Pertanyaannya adalah kan Nibbana itu adalah sesuatu yang tidak terkondisi, yaitu asangkata Dhamma yang tidak dicipta tadi, tidak dibuat ya oleh sebab-sebab. Tapi selalu kita saat melakukan kebajikan, setelah itu kan kita selalu saat pelimpahan jasa itu kita mengaspirasikan Nibbanatsa Paccaya Hotu. Jadi semoga bisa menjadi kondisi untuk mencapai Nibbana. Nah ini perbedaannya seperti apa? Jadi jawaban Bante adalah kondisi yang kita aspirasikan itu adalah suatu kondisi untuk mendukung kita supaya terlahir di alam yang bahagia, misalnya alam dewa atau alam Brahma atau alam manusia. Kita mempunyai kondisi pendukung untuk bisa berlatih vipassana sehingga kita bisa singkatnya aja mencapai kesadaran jalan dan buah. Jadi kita bukan mengkondisikan supaya kita reach Nibbana, atau karena kita nggak akan bisa tahu kalau kita belum punya pengetahuan. Tapi yang bisa kita kondisikan itu adalah sebagai pendukung untuk kita bervipassana agar bisa mencapai Magga dan Phalanyana.
Okay.
Ada pertanyaan lain?
Bante, the whole contemplation of this anicca, dukkha, anatta, of materiality, mentality, is ultimately actually for us to get knowledge, to reach nibbida, or to you explain the word nibbida and viraga. So this contemplation of this, is it lead toward nibbida or the viraga and replace the avijja become vijja? Is that correct way? Or
correct.
Explain the
correct.
The whole summarize the whole thing.
Lead do go to there.
So by contemplation about this mentality, materiality, mentality, eventually we will know, we have this knowledge that all those phenomena, then this world itself is, we need to lead toward, so acceptance of reality, to have the knowledge of acceptance of the reality is based on that means the vijja has arise replacing avijja.
Yes. So
what's the my question is, what's the difference between the repulsiveness and the nibbida? Because we can be repulsed, then some people, if they have the wrong understanding of this, right, they will this word is, in fact, I personally don't use the word suffering. I use unsatisfactory, because suffering, the connotation is always negative, but unsatisfactory is, which is better, Bhante? I mean, like, because the word suffering.
So suffering also one contemplation. It is a very sure dukkha like that. As a suffering. So like aging, sickness, death, separation, those are suffering in life. Suffering. So that is also one of a way to reflect. To reflect. As a disgusting, also correct. If we think life as a disgusting, it is also right view. It is also one of contemplation.
So the nibbida itself is based on the.
Nibbida is one of knowledge among vipassana knowledge. If you reflect nature, dukkha, anatta, so it will lead to nibbida knowledge. Nibbida is one of vipassana knowledge, the stage of knowledge. Disenchantment. Usually disenchantments.
This enchantment based on the knowledge. It's not based on normally like I don't like.
No, based on knowledge.
Based on knowledge.
Knowledge. When that knowledge name, the name of knowledge, the name of knowledge. Like Benga Jnana, Benga resolution knowledge, Bhaya Jnana, like danger knowledge, knowledge thinking as a danger, knowledge thinking as a resolution, knowledge thinking as a disenchantment, I don't know, disenchantment. So for example, if someone not have knowledge about the food, he may dare to eat everything, you know. But if someone have knowledge, a little bit hesitate to eat. Some are afraid. Food, but if not, for example, chocolate or some food, you know, if no proper food, once he see, he may afraid. Oh, that is dangerous things. It is knowledge. Feel afraid because of fearful thing. You know, child may not afraid because they don't have knowledge. If you learn about the food, some food you see, although other people eat happily, you may not dare to eat because you know about that.
Knowledge.
And that is not anger, and that is knowledge. Knowledge, but feel afraid. Feel like a disenchantment. Disenchantment.
So, how about the word samvega? Always perplexed.
Samvega also, samvega is fear and knowledge. Fear is ottappa, and fear and knowledge together working. So, afraid or fear to fearful things is knowledge. So, for example, the child can do everything. Even it can jump from the staircase because they don't have knowledge, you know. So, but adult one, you know, we don't dare to do some things, don't dare to touch electricity, you know, we're afraid. It is afraid, it is but knowledge. In the same way, life, naturally, life is a very fearful things. But the problem is we love. That means very low knowledge. Soon we will encounter problems, you know, very difficulties. Life is a fearful things. So fearful things, you afraid. It is a knowledge. It is a samvega. So, you know, Bodhisattva, once he see older people, you know, what is it? He never see before. So what is the meaning of old? Old means he may not stay very long time. So he asked a question: is there such a nature for me? So the other one say, yeah, everybody have. Once he hear this things, all life is not enjoyable. That means knowledgeable persons thinking like that. So they afraid something which is fearful. It is knowledge. So now we today teach is, to be afraid.
To be afraid.
Life,
To be
which
afraid
is
of
fearful. You may want to be happy, but so it is like a children's mind. Don't see any danger. Seem to be good, but it is dangerous. So we are trying to learning how to be fearful. Okay.
Good evening, Bante. During these 2 nights, we learned about your recipe to reach Vipassana stage. We understand you try to help us to reach liberation. Bante, you always talk about Nibbana, which just for me is not easy to reach. So it's in Sutta, we know that the Buddha said the level of the holy person start beginning from Sotapanna, Sakadagami, Anagami, dan Arahanta. So I want to ask you, is Vipassana is the only way? Is it the only way to reach Nibbana? Is there no other way? So because if this is the only way, because I have read here from the Sutta, to reach liberation, there's 5 ways. First, you listen to the Dhamma. The second is repeating the Dhamma. The third is teaching the Dhamma. The fourth is do the Dhamma. Do the Dhamma, or keep the Sila. For practice the Dhamma, the Sila, for Putujana is 5 Sila per day. In Uposatha days, there's 8 Sila. So the 5th is meditation or Bhavana, which is in Sutta, there's 2 kind of meditation, Samatha and Vipassana. So this is, we want to know the truth from your knowledge. What do you think? What's your opinion? Thank you, Bhante.
So you ask only way or not Vipassana? Yes, to attain Maggaphala or Nibbana, only way Vipassana to practice. But in a Sutta, they may approach many ways. But although they say this and that, or reach to that ways, every Buddha's teaching go into that ways. If we conclude, so yesterday also you ask like Yogananda, maybe the same things, Samatha Bhavingama. I check Sutta, Samatha Bhavingama Vipassana, first Samatha, after that practice Vipassana. Mainly in that commentary mentioned, go into the Samatha jhana, after that contemplate nama, mentality, jhana mentality, as a nature, as a dukkha, like that. So that is Samatha first, Vipassana is later. So the other one is Vipassana Bhavingama Samatha. Like a Vipassana fast. Samatha is later, like Bhavingama is prayer to do. So, but about that Samatha, in a commentary mentioned Samadhi. Samadhi only. So if we see Tika more clear, that is the Vipassana vehicle bhasa. So samatha samadhi means only vipassana samadhi. Vipassana samadhi, not means like a jhana samadhi. For example, vipassana normally may practice 4 elements. 4 elements just break down to the body. So that is excess concentration. A kind of concentration have not jhana. Among 40 meditation method, only a few meditation can produce jhana. The others are just excess. So vipassana bhavangama samatha means not really samatha, just a samatha named samadhi. In the commentary, change word samadhi. So vipassana samadhi only. About that, only vipassana. Next one is yuganada. You say yuganada is samadhi and vipassana together. So samadhi vipassana means go to the absorption fast, based on that concentration. Because at that time, usually, the minds are very powerful, have light, continuously focusing, have a power. Now we teach reflection, So no power. Knowledge is okay. We understand those things. No power. So we think something 1 minute later, the other minute go the other object. So, okay, knowledge is correct, but not continuously. No power. Something like a boxer, after old age, he may know how to do boxing, but he cannot do really boxing because only he know ways, but he has no power. A little bit okay, one side only he strong, the other side not follow. May not be so effective. So if we have a concentration, so after that, reflect any other dhamma, even materiality, mentality, anything. If so, that is going together. Once you body vipassana, go to samatha. Once stronger, come to vipassana, like that. In this way, using it is a yuganada ways. So powerful means those of us, if they practice 1 hour, the minds are continuously working without other thoughts because they use power. So normally we reflect, although we sit 1 hour, because some hours, some minutes ago the other, only some minutes only we work. So although we work the whole day, the same as they are 1 hour, for example, maybe their 1 hour is more effective because they are continuously doing, powerfully doing, without interruption. Normally we reflect nature, dukkha, anatta. Okay, knowledge arises, but not always. Sometimes our mind go there, come again. So a bit difficult to be mature because of no power. So that yuganada way is powerfully ways. Also can rest. The whole day can do many times because they have a resting place. So next one is Dhammagārava-Sālā, right? Something like that. So next one is just vipassana. Vipassana or samatha not mentioned the beginning point. Dhammagārava means if someone practices vipassana very strongly, very powerfully, later having a light, become very strong. So piti also arise, something powerful level he reach. So if someone not learn, it is one of obstacle. May think, oh now I got attainment. Actually not yet. Some powerful stage only. So it is how to say very important point. Possible to change, to go to wrong ways. So if someone understand, get back right ways. It is not yet attainment. That is only like Odhicca. Odhicca is because of powerful light, interesting in those lights, maybe attainment. So need to reflect Odhicca as a nature, dukkha, anatta again. If so, reach the right way. So go to Nibbana. So as a conclusion, although in that sutta, saying 2 things, Vipassana Bobingama Samatha and Yuganada. It is all Samatha ways, Samatha Vipassana ways. Only difference is Vipassana Bobingama is Vipassana reflecting in jhana dhammas. Yuganada way is Samatha reflecting in jhana dhammas. This one is Samatha reflecting any sankharas. So actually it is Samatha and Vipassana. So the other two is just Vipassana. About that, actually in the Sutta not mentioned. He come Samatha Vipassana or just Vipassana. Only he mentioned important point. Important point to change the right way. Like that. So this is can say to Vipassana. So all things are that is based on Vipassana. Have to cross. But you say Sutta, listening in Dhamma, talking in Dhamma. Yeah, it is correct. We have to say, for example, even in nature, dukkha, anatta, we have to be clear. Now we elaborate about the nature, about the dukkha. Because of elaboration, you may understand more. Because of listening and teaching. If we, about that, for example, non-self, actually, to know non-self, we need to know very detailed about the body. Because of many things we identify as a self. Once we see, I see. That is one thing. So we need to learn how we see. My eye sensitivity, color object, mind is using eye sensitivity, light must have, attention must have, color may have. If so, if these causes are complete, seeing will happen. If one of them fail, will not happen. If so, about the seeing become clear. Okay, non-self. Still have hearing. Maybe that is my hearing. So again, have to do. In the same way, smelling in time. Maybe that is my smelling, I smell, or eating in time. Now I'm speaking. May say I'm speaking. So how I speak? For example, consciousness arises. That one producing materialities with the predominance wind element. The mouth are shaking, impinging each other, sound are producing. So each one have each function working together. About that, to understand that, need explanation, learning and listening, after that, contemplating. So, because of this, we need to listen to Dhamma, need to teach Dhamma, need to practice. About the practicing also, we may say like, need to practice morality, for example. That is a human quality to rise up. Sometimes, although object is clear, cause and effect is clear, for some people, knowledge cannot connect. Even in small things, some people cannot do, because quality is very low. So because of this, we need to do donation, we need to do, the morality to rise up a human quality. Once a human quality is low, if an animal was, even a human, some people cannot learn some education, very sure. Not possible to get not even normal degree, university degree. So because of this, if we start from the foundations, we need to rise up a human quality or Deva or Brahma qualities. After having quality, we can do the other higher dhammas. So because of this, all are like even in jhana, even in sila, we need. Some people you see, they will not come here because with the money they are already busy. Even the money they cannot find, very busy. Some are very easy, Some are, once they born, already rich. So what they want to do, ready to do everything, education or everything, healthy. Some are from young and not healthy, not wealthy, like that. So because of this, all these are, if we say completely, need a donation, need a morality, need to learn like that. But sutta, if we read some sutta, practicing is very easy. Only handkerchief, Rajoharana, in the Dhammagārava story, Bande Chula Bandaka. His meditation mentioned only Rajoharana. So it is a more easier way to practice. So if we focus specific sutta, just one sutta, to not trying to understand the whole, because the sutta is based on bhasa, based on situation, the Buddha teach. So some sutta, in a sutta very easy, let's say Chula Bandaka, you're trying to have a white handkerchief, only say Rajoharana, which can bring that, So if we learn those sutta, only that sutta, only need to do that. Even no need to do like a nature, dukkha, anatta, or mentality, materiality. But the problem is, if we try to learn any sutta, so in some sutta say must do all materiality like that. If so we need to adjust. What is the way to adjust? So we have a grammar ways how we should understand the Buddha's teaching. So it is in Myanmar we teach very highly grammars, Abhidhamma backgrounds, commentaries, how to see. So because of this, they know learning ways, they can take actual meaning. Just reading one sutta, even without commentary sometimes. Although with the commentary, still have this sutta and that sutta, not the same. So one of the principle, one of the rule is the Buddha's speech are just one speech. Like Advaita Vachana Buddha, the Buddha has no two speech. Here say the other, another say the other. If so, it is not real Buddha, because saying this and that ways, so will be very effective. So because of this, everything we need to see the whole. So to be okay for the whole, we have a grammar ways. Those grammar means last night also I have said. So in the commentary we can find, in the grammar book we can find. So that grammars, those grammars were adjust those differences. So because of this, if we read sutta, some are very easy way to attainment. Some are just dharana, saying like a Janaka, past stories. In the story, not related to any ultimate reality, just normal things. After that, say the end of discourse, the person becomes Sotapanna, like that. Because of this, we cannot focus just one sutta, this is sutta, that is sutta. We need to see the whole. Some we need to use grammar ways. Okay, a bit long. Yeah. Because you are a reader, you may.
One more, Bante. Your opinion is Vipassana is the only way.
Yes, correct.
But
Vipassana, how much detail we need.
Okay.
It is another discussion, because among Vipassana, some are like not all, not detail, some are a bit detail. Only we may need to discuss how much detail we need.
Okay. Right now we are as a human. We call it the normal human layman. What is the condition or action we should do what the action we should do to reach at least to get the level to Sotapanna in this life. In this life, because if he said always about the vipassana contemplation to reach Dhammana.
Yeah.
So for me, privately, I mean, it's not easy to achieve.
Yeah.
But if you set the level, lowest level, Sotapanna, is it any easy way? I mean, Sotapanna is very easy way. As a human, as a Putujana, we can, the condition, what is the condition to get that in this life? Thank you, Bhante.
So, but you want to stay lay people life?
Because right now we are Putujana, we are not Bhante.
Yeah. Bhante also.
Yeah.
Bhante is a Bhante only. Bhante not consider Bhante and lay people. Putujana can be the same. So,
but Bhante's level is different because I have 227 rules.
But you can change Bhante very easy. But you know, if I'm a monk, I want to stay as a monk. I want to be millionaire. It is also, you know, why you want to. If you really want to be millionaire, you go that way. You not consider lay people or bhikkhus, you know. In the same way, if you want to reach Nibbana, which life you not consider, maybe lay people, maybe bhikkhus. So actually, if you really want to work, should be like that. Go, you should. Why you want to hold something? If you really want to get something, Nibbana.
Yeah, I know, but
but we can guide something for you. But idea should be like that. If you really love this thing, which way you can go faster? You go that way. Relinquish the other things. If so, will be faster.
You mean you can go to Dhammana without to go to the Sakadagami, Anagami, just like that?
No. Sakadagami must be. Only you may need to shave your hair to be faster because your hair is quite busy. So lay people we can. Lay people is normally ideal. Lay people is view is not yet strong. Seeing life as a suffering is very little. So means half want to enjoy. Maybe slow going to Nibbana. So that is a lay people's idea. You know, but bhikkhu's idea is not like that. But generally, not everyone. So bhikkhu's idea is seeing life as a suffering more. Don't want to enjoy lives. Want to be faster. So that is a general idea of lay people bhikkhu life. If you really want to get Nibbana, I think the main thing is trying to see lives as a suffering fast. Once you understand life is not enjoyable, you may find a way. If a fear, if afraid of these things, you are trying to be escape. If not fear, so no, we're not trying to escape. So main problem is seem to be you not yet seen like old people or sick and dead people like a Bodhisattva. We are like that. We not being afraid is not enough about the life. Not so scared. So although you don't get Nibbana, no need to be so sad because you enjoy life quite much. So if someone really afraid, really fear for the life, so it is fear is one thing to drive, to escape. So because of this, trying to produce, establish samvega. The Buddha once teach to lay people or bhikkhus or men or women to reflect and will be old and cannot overcome it. To reflect Gananga, not just 1 or 2 times, and will be sick, and will not overcome it, and will die, and will not overcome it, and will be separate from beloved ones and things, and will have a karma as a mind property, as a mind relatives, as a mind shelter. So to reflect Gananga. If someone reflect, if the Buddha say just to reflect, if you do reflection, it is like will be driving in stick. Feel well afraid, feel hurry. So although staying in the forest as a human, although it is boring, no choice, must stay, because we see future very soon. We're dying very soon. We love many people, we love our children, our properties, but surely if we stay in this way, we will be separate. So if we see deeply those things, better to go out now. So it is a possibility. Because of this, so what is the best to do to go to Nibbana is I may give you that Abhayana Bhikkhuvis Dabbatthana Sutta, the way of reflection, to produce a fear. Okay. Yeah. I will. Maybe brief you may do. I think we are very late. Okay.
I think can I disagree? Maybe because my basic is sutta, not commentaries, not sub-commentaries, because I don't know that. So, but that I have read that the condition to get to Sotapanna is first listening to the Arya, like you. The Arya.
That is you are saying.
Put more attention, like Yoso Manansikara.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. The third is do the sila, do the dhamma, something like that.
Okay.
And then meditation. And afterwards, Sotapanna, we hope that we can get rid of the, what we call it, Sakayaditi.
Okay. Yeah.
Non-self.
Yes.
And Vicikicca. I mean, no doubt for Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha.
Yeah.
And the third is Silabbata Paramasa.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's because by basic is sutta. It's not about how we got to get fear to become a bhikkhu. So I want to measure as a human, as a putujana. So I just want to know your opinion about this. Is this same or not with what I read in sutta and your opinion? That's it. So what do you think?
So, as a lay people, also many lay people can practice. So some go as a lay people. That is based on own condition. You may choose. Only generally, Bhikkhu is more emphasizing practitioner life. Lay people is not like that. So it is normally as a lay people you may have responsibilities, So also you may, for example, food you may need to earn, or you may need to cook. Who will support? Bhikkhu is easier because of morality. So go just hold the bowl and get food more times. So actually, generally, Bhikkhu lives are better to do those jobs. But as a lay people, you can arrange everything possible. So yeah, you say correct and need to listen to Buddha's teaching. So we know our teaching. Also we never say about our practicing. Only we take a responsibility. Our teaching must be Buddha's teaching. So Buddha's teaching, especially in Myanmar, we have fixed books within these books. So we cannot go beyond that. So Buddha's teaching, you need to listen, you need to pay attention. For example, if we are in retreat, so we may instruct one by one. For example, today, if you want to go directly vipassana, I may explain about the other element, practically. Other element, explain to understand. After that, you think. That is a proper yoniso manasikara. Based on teaching, you pay attention. Instead of paying attention, lay people or men or like that, should pay attention as the other element. So if you pay attention in Kananga, if you have a quality knowledge, that object may appear in your mind. So, but some people are very low quality, although they think object not appear, even breathing very obvious, lose many times. So some are very easy, for example. So after other element, I may say another water element. Can do in this way. If so, finally, like discerning materiality, or rather discerning mentality, discerning cause and effect, and trying to see arising and perishing. So vipassana knowledge will increase, go to nibbana. So that is their ways. If you have a free time, if I'm a meditation center, you can come, I will instruct. Instruct. If you have chance in your home with some teacher also, okay. That way is correct. Okay. We will do forgiveness.
Mari kita bersama-sama membacakan parita permohonan maaf. Okasawandami Bante.
Sadhu, sadhu, sukhi hodu.
Maya kata punya samina anumoditabang.
Sadhu, sadhu, numodami.
Samina kata punya maihang databang.
Sadhu, numodidabam.
Sadhu, sadhu, anumodami. Okasadwaratayena katang sabang acayang kamata me bante.
Kamami kamidabam.
Sadhu okasa kamami bante.
Sadhu, sadhu, sukhi hodu, nibbana sabbacaya hodu.